Hello there and welcome to a brand new football programme, The Big Game Live, where we're going to show two of the most outstanding Premier League fixtures each match day for you, and on top of that we'll show 2 or 3 games each round of both cup competitions as well, all the way to Wembley of course, where we'll show both finals live. So we're all set to go for the new season. Our first offering for you today is at our first offering of this new season. We go to Turf Moor as Burnley, back in the top flight after 5 years away, take on the title favourites and former Premier League champions Chelsea. They've spent a lot of money in the summer, Chelsea, under Mourinho. In comparison to Burnley, they've spent 6 million on their squad that got second place in the Championship last year behind Leicester City. So our first match of the weekend, we'll announce the other game for you at the end, and that we'll announce the second game as well tomorrow. Well, tomorrow as well at the end of this programme. But it's Chelsea and Burnley we concentrate on, and what an occasion this is going to be at Turf Moor this afternoon. So let's get outside and get live to the ground. And a warm welcome to our first live big game of the season. We've got plenty more coming for you from now and the end of the season, as I said at the top of the show. But our first offering for you this season is Burnley's first top flight match since 2010, as they take on the League Championship favourites Chelsea at Turf Moor this afternoon. And what an atmosphere it promises to be, with over 20,000 already installed here. This should be a real thriller minute. Burnley's lineup compared to Chelsea's is pretty much says it all. Heaton, Trippier, Barnes and Ings, all stars last season. David Jones was brilliant. Watch out for Overstad. He could play a key role alongside David Jones in the midfield. Jason Saka will let the skippers aside. And this is Chelsea's side in comparison. Didier Drogba preferred to Diego Costa, surprisingly up front. So too Petr Cech to Thibaut Courtois in goal. But the scran of the side is there. Keown and Terry Robert Hazard as well in there. Could be an interesting confrontation. Real opportunity for people like Danny Ings to prove that this Premier League is difficult, but it's going to be a difficult test to get for Burnley against Chelsea, there's no doubt about it. But I'm sure players there like Tom Heaton will be up for the challenge to face Eden Hazard, as you see in your picture. And the referee for our first big game of the season is Michael Oliver. So Chelsea then in the blue. This is live from Turf Moor, the big game live here on FIFA 15. I'm your man in charge and the commentary. Stream live on Ustream and being shown as also on my YouTube channel. And away we go then. Hazard with the first touch there for Chelsea. Matic back to Hazard. Beautiful bright sunshine here. Just the 2 games from the first weekend of the Premier League season, and this is the first of them. Here's Barnes. Sturdy runner, but Chelsea in there very strongly. Chelsea, as you can imagine, red hot favourites with the bookies. Odds on favourites to win this afternoon. Burnley at 8-1, but in these sort of odds when a 2-horse race has dropped by heads over the crossbar. Under pressure there from Michael Keane. In fact, Keane got a touch. It must be a Chelsea corner then. 9 minutes gone. That's an easy one there for Jones to get away. Ings now furthest forward, and well, that looked as if that was a free kick to the Claret, but the referee's not seen it that way. No break for Uberstad. That's a good ball, and the referee's blown for a free kick. What's he giving a? Well, he's giving a free kick to Chelsea now. That's a very strange one there, because I didn't see any infringement whatsoever. Well, there'll be uproar if Chelsea score from this. Oh! Well, from a free kick that came out of absolutely nothing, Chelsea are in the lead, but Burnley will be absolutely disgusted with the referee there. He must have spotted something that our cameras didn't. Chelsea were given a free kick and Eden Hazard has profited from it. Take nothing away, that's a super free kick. And what a great way to get our big game goal rush up and running for the season. But you can't help thinking, should the referee have given a free kick in the first place? Well, they don't bother the Chelsea fans, but well, I must say the free kick decision was a bit of a surprise there. I'm sure Mr. Oliver will have his reasons for that, but I must admit I was keeping tabs with the ball. I haven't got the benefit of any replays, by the way, so I have to do this on pure guesswork. Just so you know, viewers. And I have to say, there didn't seem to be any infringements in the build-up to that, so sure you viewers will hold your own inquiries, your own manners on that. Just because I'm a Burnley fan doesn't mean there's any biasness in it. I just felt that it was a strange decision for the referee to give. Take nothing away from the free kick, I may add. That's a good header won by Trippier. It means Burnley now must rise above the decision now. Just get on with it now and just set about trying to find an equaliser from somewhere. Here's Barnes. He's got Ings Wedding in the middle. Aspilicueta just had enough on him to get it away. Now Matic. They play with a Sean Dash's side, play with a tried and trusted 4-4-2 formation. Served them so well in the Championship last season. But a tough start to the season. They've got to play Chelsea here today. And Shackle's injured himself there. Blow to Burnley's defence as Barnes comes on a counter forward. Levers his way inside the penalty area. And his shot was charged down there by John Terry. It's the first time we've really seen Burnley explode as an attacking force. I have to say that was a superb free kick from Chelsea's point of view. How they got it though was a big mystery. Jones nicely through the legs. Shackle, who's half injured and has played a loose ball straight to Mikel. And there's a chance here for Willian now. He knocked the line, it's 2-0. Well, you've got to say Chelsea have been nothing short of ruthless in this first half. Here it is again. Ball played in. Willian bursting through. The flag stayed down. And Chelsea 2 up. And in this first big game live of the season, Chelsea really making it pay here at Turf Moor. So Willian makes it 2-0. And Burnley get us away now, with Ings really yet to impress from a Burnley point of view. The last thing they want to do is go 3 goals down, and Hazard nearly got in there. Now Boyd to Trippier. As I said, Burnley want a top old start against against Chelsea today, and then Manchester United. Jones breaks towards the area. That's a good little cross in there, and a goal! Well, that's put the game back in the balance again, and Barnes has pulled it back to 2-1. And what a marvellous bit of football. Jones did the hard work, put a lovely dig cross back into the penalty area, and Barnes lost his marker, Cahill, and has put Burnley right back in it at 2-1. Well, we couldn't have picked a better game to start our big match, big game live series. We've certainly not been disappointed. Burnley 1 now, Chelsea 2. Willian and Hazard the Chelsea scorers. Barnes with the Burnley's response back. And he makes half time that little bit more interesting now. Here's Jones. And that man again, Barnes. He's here, there and everywhere in this game. And he lets one fly. Did that deflect? It did. Trippier to take the corner now. Loaded in there towards Ings. Comes to Boyd on the volley. And he deflects. And Ings might get it in there. Oh, what a superb aim for Burnley to this first half. 2-2. And Ings has equalised. What a remarkable first half. Chelsea were 2 up and coasting. And all of a sudden Burnley have turned it around and have made it 2-2. Well, it's unbelievable. And I'll tell you what, the second match in our double header for the first weekend of the season will have to go some here to match the quality of this one so far. As the half-time whistle goes, so half-time then in our first big game live of the season. Burnley and Chelsea 2-2. Chelsea were 2 goals to nil up for Hazard and Willian. But Barnes pulled it back to 2-1 and Ings has equalised. And we have a half-time situation at Burnley. And a warm welcome back to the second half of our first big game of the season. Burnley 2, Chelsea 2. No changes from my side at half-time. And Burnley get us away. 2 goals down, but they've come back to 2-2. Here's Shackle to Michael Keane. Intercepted by Willian. It's been a first half that's wrong in the memory here. This is our first ever programme, and so far it's lived up to all the hype. I'm sure we'll get a few dour games during the season, but they're going to have to go some, and we'll have all the big names in there. We'll have all the big fixtures, Manchester United against Liverpool, all the big hitters against each other as well during the course of the season. But we'll also show a few at the wrong end of the table as well. Here's Jones. Uverstad. Jones again. Harfield. This Burnley atmosphere just puts me back to 2009 when they played Manchester United at Turf Moor in that first top flight fixture for 33 years, and they beat Chelsea. That Robbie beat Manchester United, of course, by that Robbie Blake volley and then Brian Jensen's penalty save. It was just a magical, one of those magical occasions. And we've got another one on our hands here at Turf Moor. 2-2. In our first big game live of the season, we've got another match coming up in the next episode later on this weekend. Be sure to join us for that. We'll tell you what game it is at the end of the programme. Here's Barnes, whose goal put Burnley back in the hunt. And it wins a throw for the Clarets. And Burnley's next game, of course, we won't be broadcasting, but it'll be a crack-on showdown at the Liberty Stadium. They play Swansea next up, and then obviously they've got to play Manchester United here. As Jeremy Boga comes on for Willian. Me to Harfield. Into Ings. Just couldn't get it through the eye of the needle that time. Drogba got away there from Keane brilliantly, and onside here. Has Eaton, oh, he's ground beaten as if he wasn't there, and it's 3-2. It's that man Hazard again. Oh, went past him. Goalkeeper, I think, should be disappointed, really. He should have done a awful lot better. But give Hazard full marks. That was a fantastic finish. And the league title favourites are in front by 3-2. And that's his second goal of the afternoon, and Chelsea's third. But Burnley have showed enough spirit in this game for them to prove to the public at large that they are very much capable of staying in this Premier League. Of course, they're going to make 1 or 2 teething snags when you come up to a higher league, but Burnley have shown a lot of spirit and a lot of guts. I'm sure they'll need that for the 38 games that are coming right up. It doesn't get any easier for them either. They've got to face Diego Costa now. And they have a throw. Barnes. Oh, that was not the right ball. Mikel just coolly backheels the ball and brings Costa into it. Arfield did well, took possession rather well. Flags up for offside though against Danny Ings. Quarter of an hour for Burnley to get themselves an equaliser. They've shown enough in this game, even if they don't win it. Sean Dyche has meant that they're going to be tough opponents who, for pretty much the Premier League. And Man United will find that out when they come to Old Trafford in 2 weeks' time. Here's... oh, it's going to be... oh, what a miss! Costa's effort was superbly saved by Tom Heaton. And from 6 yards, how has that been missed? Wow. That's the miss of the season. Here's Ben Mee. And Scotty Arfield. And at the end of our second offering, we'll bring you up-to-date tables and such and such as the ball goes across. Oh, and that's going to be 4-2, and Trippier was absolutely unlucky, and it's Hazard who claims the hat-trick. He's going to be, I think, our first man in the match in this first big game live of the season. Left free, Trippier couldn't cover in time, and the goalkeeper was nutmegged. Burnley 2, Chelsea 4. Well, I say he was nutmegged, he went just wide of the goalkeeper's dive, and Hazard makes it 4. Tough on Burnley, but that's the harsh realities of Premier League football. And he has claimed a hat-trick, although whether the first goal should have been allowed to happen, that's down to the referee, but the other two have been skills of pure genius. Barnes ambles his way forward. That's how to play. It's Burnley a shit forward, but they are playing a really world-class side. Higgs, good save, it might fall here. Oh, it's been missed. And Barnes puts the rebound wide. And sometimes it's just one of those days. But Burnley, as I said, yes, they've shown defensive naivety, but they're against tougher opposition than they were in the Championship last season. Let's be totally honest, and I'm sure that'll be the same said about Leicester as well, to a certain degree, because they're coming up to a league they've not been for a very, very long time. Oh! Costa almost getting his name on the score sheet. There's a lot of positives for Dyche's team to take out of this, but plenty for Jose Mourinho, not more so than Eden Hazard, whose man in a match performance has been nothing short of phenomenal. That's going to be a foul there on David Jones. Burnley may have lost this match, but they are planning surely to finish with a real flourish here. This is Taylor made maybe for a right footer. Ings has got designs on it. Ings with it! Straight in the arms of the goalkeeper. And there it is, our first big game live of the season. Ends with a victory in the end by 4-2 in Chelsea's favour, but Burnley made it more difficult than it needed to be. Hazard getting a hat-trick, he's the man in the match. And Willian getting the other goal. Barnes and Ings scoring for Burnley. But at the end of this first big game live of the season, well, I hope you very much enjoyed that first big game live of the season. And our next game comes from Anfield in our next big game live, and you'll see that next. in our next programme, it's Burnley against Southampton, it's Brendan Rodgers against Ronald Koeman and a few, and Ricky Lambert and Adam Milana coming up against their old foes in that game. So be sure to join me for that. The game will be shown live on Twitch, so anyone who's watching me on Twitch, be sure to join me for our second big game of the live of the season. It will also be shown on YouTube as well in more of a recorded format, but it'll be our second big game live, and it's from Anfield. Be sure to join us for that. But on a day at Turf Moor where the Burnley fans sung their hearts out and their team gave it their all, that little bit of quality from Eden Hazard, I've seen Chelsea make a good start in their bid to reclaim back the Premier League crown. From Turf Moor, it's goodbye.